Hello, my name is Emma Kincaid, and I currently work in our Assistive Technology program here at the ARC. One of the things I wanted to show you today was a how-to on how to properly set up your iPad from beginning to end with logging into your iPad as well as getting the iTunes cards on there and downloading apps. iPads are a great way to help individuals communicate along with schoolwork and any other things that they do. So today I have a 32 gigabyte 10.2 inch iPad. This is known as the 8th generation iPad. There are multiple iPads you can get as well, from bigger sizes to little sizes, and they all come with other gigabytes as well. The first step in getting your iPad is you always want to make sure everything is in your iPad, including the iPad charger, and the block that comes with it. Now, when you do get your iPad, I highly recommend that everything is fully charged so there's no incidents of it dying or anything happening while you're in the process of getting it started. So when you have your iPad fully charged, it will have this home screen. It'll be white and it'll say hello. You will press the home button. First question, it will ask you your language. Second question, it will ask for your region. Now, then your third will be the quick start. If you do have an iPhone or any Apple products near you, I do highly advise that they are not in the room with you as well. A lot of times, your iPad will try to connect with your other Apple products and try to use that Apple account on this one, and we do not want that. So I will be pressing set up manually. Then it will ask you to choose a Wi-Fi. After you have entered your Wi-Fi, it will ask about the data and privacy. You will press continue. And then there's also a Touch ID that you can do as well, which I will be setting up later. So I will press set up later, and I will also be pressing don't use. If you would like, you can always use your fingerprint, or if that's not something that you want to do, you don't have to. If you decide not to do that, it will ask for your passcode options. I will be choosing no passcode at the moment. Now, this is always a tricky part, and it definitely does get a little bit confusing. This will ask you about your apps and data. Now, if you have previously had an iPad before and you are getting a new one, you will want to choose Restore from Icloud Backup. Now, remember, on your old iPad, you will want to make sure that everything is backed up and restored so that everything can get right on the iPad. So any apps that you have downloaded, anything like that, make sure that they are all backed up so they can get on the new iPad. Now, if this is your first iPad, you will want to use Don't Transfer apps and data. Now, if this is your first time, it will ask you for your Apple ID. So you will type in the email address linked to your new Apple account. Now it takes me to the Apple ID screen where I will sign in my email address linked to my Apple account. Now, if this is your first iPad ever, the easiest way to create an Apple ID is to go to apple.com. You will click sign in, and there will be a little link at the bottom that says don't have an Apple ID, create one now. It'll take you a process. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes. You will use a new email and new password, your first name and last name, and your date of birth. It will also ask you for a backup phone number just in case anything were to happen. Now, after that, it will ask for a two-factor authorization that will be sent to the phone number that you have linked to your Apple account. Now, after I have entered the two-factor authorization code, now it will bring up the terms and conditions. I will read through and I will agree. Now, after reading through the terms and conditions and agreeing, it will take you to a few questions. This one is the express settings. I will just press continue. This one also says keep your iPad up to date. So that one meaning anytime it's on the charge or overnight, it will just update to the new iOS. I will press continue. This now asks for Siri. I will set that later up in settings. And then also as well, you can manage your screen time. If you don't want to be on there as long, or if you want to be able to set a timer, you can set that up in screen time. You can always do that later in settings. And then there's app analytics. I will press don't share. And then you can always press an appearance. And now I am welcomed to my new iPad.
Thank you for watching this presentation of the Arc of Ohio. Please follow us on Facebook or subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos just like this.